What dictates how you can move a joint or stretch in your body for a yoga pose? It may not be what you think it is. My name is Christina Raskin. I'm the founder of Soul Thrive Yoga, and here at Soul Thrive Yoga, we love all aspects of the yoga practice, from the mindfulness, the meditation, the philosophy, and also the yoga poses, the anatomy as well. And there are three things that dictate our range of motion. Usually what we think of is flexibility, right? The muscles around the joint. How much I can straighten my knee depends on how flexible my hamstring is. So yes, our muscles are one thing that affect our range of motion in a joint. But the other two you may not have thought of. One is the actual joint itself, the skeleton. Believe it or not, all of our joints are unique and individual and built differently. So my shoulder is not built like your shoulder. My hip is not built like your hip. Also, my arm is not built like your arm. So the actual bone structure, how it's put together, will dictate how much you can move in a joint. The third thing that dictates range of motion in a joint are the ligaments around the joint, how tight they are or how loose they are. Some people have ligaments that are a little bit tighter. Some people, hypermobile people, will have ligaments that are a little bit looser. So three things dictate how much I can move in a joint. And of those three, only one, the flexibility, do we have any control over? The joint, of course, is built the way it's built. I can't change that. The ligaments around the joint, I don't want to change that. That is the way it is as well. So what does this have to do with our yoga practice? When we're getting into a shape, a lot of times we have this image in our mind of what that shape is supposed to be, right? What the pose looks like. And we think if we work hard enough, if I try hard enough, I'll be able to do the pose like, somebody else does it, or like it is in the book. Where really that's not totally accurate, because depending on how your joints are built, your body is going to do that pose differently, which might sound a little negative in the sense of no matter how much you stretch out that muscle, if your bones are put together a certain way, you'll never get into that shape in that way. My hip joint is put together this way, so my warrior two will look this way. Yours will look a different way. Not only is that a beautiful act of self-acceptance and self-love for myself, but also for everyone around me. To know that your body is unique and beautiful, and I can love it just as it is. It doesn't have to look like mine, and mine doesn't have to look like yours. And we can accept all of our variety, and thus all of our yoga poses will look very different. Love that about yourself, self-acceptance, and really that is the yoga practice. The yoga practice is about changing and adjusting what we can change, and accepting with love, kindness, and compassion the aspects that we can't change.